Hi guys. So today is the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. It's actually past, but I wanted to, I don't know, I've been thinking about this new moon thing. I wanted to do a live on it, but I'm not really sure how a live would work if we were doing it in a group. And I'm not really sure if anybody would even show up for it, to be honest with you, because I have very few, very few active people. But um, I am working on something that I can do workshops. I have a self confidence workshop, I have a new moon workshop, I have a bunch of different workshops. And I really want to do them in a group live setting. Um, but I haven't quite got all the pieces put together, and I think I'm going to wait because I have attempted it and it just hasn't flowed. So that tells me that it's probably not a good time to start doing that. But I really wanted to kind of get you started because I think it's a really good time to sit down and do some reflecting and put together some goals for the month. And it has helped me a lot over the years to do this. And I wanted to share it with you guys. You may already do a new moon ritual, you may have one. Um, but it's kind of a goal setting ritual. And the new moon is new beginnings. So this is like the perfect time to do a new moon goal setting ritual type thing. And then I'd also like to do one on the full moon to kind of check in and see how things are going. And there is kind of a vibe check that you can do during the full moon to make sure that you're, you know, being successful on your new moon creation path. The solar eclipse is a door opening, and of course, the new moon is a new beginning. So, we have a lot of new energy to work with here. You create your life with the assistance of guides, angels, and God. Everything in your life is on you because you're the creator, basically. And it is safe. Oh, sorry. It is your sole responsibility to create a life that makes you happy and fulfilled. So you can't say, well, my husband is a jerk and he, got me off my goals. You set your goals and you follow your goals. And the people in your life will be happy that you did that you are doing for yourself. Prior to doing a new moon divination, you want to do a little meditation. You want to close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and ground yourself. If you have a protection ritual, you want to do that real quick. Hopefully it's not a long one. You could be there all day. And then you just want to allow yourself to visualize what it is you want to create. Now, I will tell you that no matter what you pick in the physical world that you want to create, it is almost always going to be based on your inner work. So if you are in a good place and you are being positive and you don't have anything to heal, which I think right now healing is pretty much on a low for most people. I think we have come through a major healing and we are now focusing on more positive stuff. But if that is not true for you, then you could end up slipping back into the healing part of it. And, I just wanted to kind of point out, because I know a lot of people go through healing throughout their life. They realize, things are just not working and I've got to heal this and I've got to heal this. And they go to work on healing things. At some point in time, you have the right to say, I have healed enough. I have done the work. I have, resurfaced every bad thing that's ever happened to me, and I've digested it, and I have gotten to a point where there is nothing left to heal. And I've recently done this. I kept getting some stuff about healing, and it made me a little irate. I'm done. I'm done with the healing portion of my life. And I'm not going back there. Not going to do it. So, if you feel like you're done with healing, then you're done with healing. And you can move on. Anyway, if you're not done with healing, then this could be your new moon creation. Could be about healing. And that's fine if you're not done with healing. If you feel like you have things that need to be healed, and you'll know it, if you're being honest with yourself, you will know it. Or maybe you're starting a new business, or you are making a move, or something like that. This is perfect for that. So do a little meditation, do a little deep breathing, do a little protection just because you're in a meditative state, and visualize what it is you want to create. Then, during that period of time, or while you're in your meditation, or right before you're coming out, you want to ask your guides, angels, God, whoever, to assist you with this visualization, this new plan. You do not want to, after you come out of your meditation, go ahead and come out at that point. And I have like worksheets that I've created on all of this stuff. And if you would like the worksheets, I will email them to you. It's like 3 or 4 pages. And just let me know. You can contact me through my webpage or through YouTube, whatever. Anyway, your opening exercise is gratitude. You want to spend some time going over what you're grateful for in your life. It can be connected to your reality connection, or it can not be connected to that. It could be people in your life. It could be your animals. It could be physical things like your house, your car that gets you to work, whatever. It could be your job. But just spend some time, not a whole lot of time. I mean, you can get really crazy and write down 20 different things that you're grateful for. You want like 1 to 5 items that you feel gratitude about. Then your first um, question, basically, or your first statement would be your goal. I am creating this, and you write that out. Whatever it is that you want to create in that month. Now, you may not accomplish it in that month. Like I said, if you've got healing work to do, you're going to have to do the healing work before you can move on to the new thing. And it may take you 6 months or a year to accomplish it. Like if you're starting a new business. I mean, you're not going to start a new business and just be rocking and rolling in a month. It's just not going to happen. It doesn't happen that way. But each month on the new moon, you're getting closer to your goal. Okay, and then this is where you will need a deck of cards to work with in this creation. Your first card that you're going to pull is, what is my primary focus this lunation? And then you're going to write down the name of the card, whether it's major arcana or minor arcana, and then you want to make notes underneath that about what that particular card means. The second question is going to be, what do I focus on to create my desires this lunation? And then you write down the card and you write down notes about what that card means. The third question is, what am I learning this lunation? And you write down the card and you write down a description of that card underneath that. And the last one is, what action must I take to reach my goals this lunation? And you write down that card, and then you write down an explanation at the bottom. Now, just so you know, there's really no restrictions on what cards you use. Whatever cards you feel comfortable with and you understand the definition, it can be, regular Rider-Waite. It could be something along this line, like an oracle deck. I love this little deck here. It could be, anything. And it doesn't necessarily have to be tarot cards either. You could do this with rune stones, or some other type of divination that you like. I would say pendulum, but I don't know enough about the pendulum yet to comment, so don't hold me to it. And then, okay, so those are your 4 things. You want to put that aside. Then what you want to do is you want to take the new moon, the first quarter moon, the full moon, and the last quarter moon. Write those down and pull cards for each of those moon phases. And basically, what you're looking for is, the new moon is the beginning of a cycle. This is when we feel the pull to start something new. This is where our focus is. If you have issues that have come up recently, notice those. And pay attention to what you're dreaming about or what you're daydreaming about. And then you want to write down the date of the new moon, the sign that it is in, and the card or rune that you've pulled, and then make notes about that. The first quarter moon, this is when you take steps to actually start acting on what you have created or what you have visualized for this lunation. You can add other moon phases to this. So like you can put in the gibbous, the waning gibbous. I mean, if you want to get right down to it, you could actually do a moon phase for every one. I don't have that kind of time. I just want kind of the major focus. So I do new moon, first quarter moon, full moon, and last quarter moon. And then on the new moon again, I start my lunation. So the first quarter moon would be your next one. You write down the date, the sign that it is in. You can find that information online, or if you have a moon calendar, you can get it from that. And then you write down your card or your rune or whatever you're using, and then write down what that means. So, like for instance, this one was like my January, and it was 128. The sign was Taurus. The card was Victory, which was the Six of Wands. I think I was using the toe deck maybe. And it was victory, clarity, success, breakthrough. Do what you are planning to do. The moment promises success. So it gives you kind of a step where you are in this process. Then you have the full moon, and this is when your major revelations concerning your creation come into being. So the energy is at its peak. You have an expanded awareness and you can see things clearly. Again, date, sign, card, and the definition. And you're going to do this ahead of time. You're doing this all on the new moon. And then you're going to go back and you're going to check it at those different phases and see if you are in fact in those places. And adjust if you need to. And then the last one is the last quarter moon. This is where you make changes, you release anything that's holding you back. You should be really clear on what you need to do at this point. And you got to let go of anything that isn't working for you. If you know of something that you need to release, like a belief, or it might be a physical thing, but typically it's an inner thing. It's a belief or an attitude or an emotion or something like that, and that's what you need to release. So write down the date, write down the sign, write down what card you pulled, and then write down the notes. And then you have your entire month pretty much created. You can go back in, like on the first quarter moon, get your paperwork out, take a look at it, and see where you are. See if you are in this first quarter phase place. It kind of helps to confirm it. It's kind of fun to say, oh, that was pretty accurate. Or it was complete crap and this happened and that happened. You can also re-pull. I mean, if you feel like you need to, make a change to your direction and you're at the first quarter moon, these are the steps that you need to take. If you don't feel that that is accurate, you can just re-pull and see what you need to do to reach your goal. And you can do that at the full moon, and you can do that at the last quarter moon, and of course you can redo it all on the new moon. I like to redo it all on the new moon and witness and remind myself what the best steps are to take during that lunation cycle. And that's pretty much it. You could do it with a pendulum, I'm sure. I just don't know enough to be able to guide you. I hope to soon, because I'm really liking it. I like working with the pendulums. If you have any questions, leave them below. I'll try to answer them best I can. If you do a new moon ritual and you want to share it, I would love to hear about it. Just leave information down below. Regardless of which site you're on, we're all over the place. And if you have been doing these for a while, I mean, it's kind of about everybody helping each other. So if you have done new moon rituals, maybe you could, help other people who are not familiar with doing them and give your perspective. Maybe I've missed something that you think is vital. Just put it in the comments. I read, when I'm watching videos, like regardless of where it is, YouTube, Rumble, Brighteon, it doesn't really matter. I always read the comments. I love reading the comments. I like reading what you guys have to say. I like to listen to the video and the person who's doing the video, but I like to read the comments as well, because sometimes people in the comments think of things that I never would have thought of, or maybe the person doing the video didn't think of. So you guys are valuable when you're leaving comments, and I love reading them. So share. Let everybody know. Thanks for watching. And let me know how your new moon lunation comes out.